another land. I'm not talking about what is under. The land is there. It can make all the change. So we have everything. God gave it us for free. Tiny countries like Israel is feeding themselves and exporting agricultural products. Israel is just 22,000 square kilometers. Sambisa forest area that is giving us problems, 60,000. That's 3 times the size of Israel. We're wasting everybody's time here. And we must dismantle it and make it work for our children. We can't go on this way where we are being our resources. Our country is being mismanaged by incompetence. People who lack capacity and compassion. All of us. This is not just pointing the finger to anybody. All of us need to recheck what we're doing. This soil, this areas and everything. If you go to Niger Delta today, the land is destroyed. They have nothing to show for that destruction. And nobody's appealing with them, and they're talking about negotiation. Negotiate what? When the whole place is filled with this. We can't cultivate rice just to feed. They say price of rice, this and everything. Third world countries like Bangladesh is today producing 10 times the amount of rice Nigeria produces. Bangladesh. The entire Bangladesh is 148,600 square kilometers. That is the size of our 2 biggest states. Niger at 76.3 and Borno at 70.8 is almost 148,000. And Bangladesh is producing 50 to 60 million tons of rice, and we can produce 10% of that. I came in and listened to what Professor
Obi is Obi. And I need to promise you this, right? Majority of his critics, they are bored with the numbers and all that. They couldn't really see the technicality in his point. Like Abba, a country like Nigeria, they used to feed themselves, at least. Then the terrorists came, took over everywhere, displaced farmers, slaughtered some of them, took over some of the farms, and like that, Nigeria food production dwindled in the last decade. Like, how much money do you think Nigeria have lost to the war the terrorists are waging against Nigeria? And I am talking about in dollar value now. It is in hundreds of billions of dollars. A peaceful country where people could actually really cultivate their farms and go, to their homes, no displacement, children go to school, community run the way they were running at the time before the entire disruption. Sure, you get food production not disrupted. Is a country. A country in peace can build enough to. Can grow enough of food to feed our own growing population, but not Nigeria. Rather, politicians are looking for the shortcuts. They ignore the real symptom, and they were chasing the shadow. So they would rather spend money to import food to cover what they call the shortfall, while the inflation in the country continued to skew. So those numbers mattered, right? If Nigeria invests just a quarter of what the country probably projected to lose if they allow this war on terror, being a terrorism in Nigeria to fester like it has so far. Sure, you guys. So if they are invested, let's say a quarter of their own, the losses, just projected losses, Nigeria is going to lose like $100 billion in 10 years if nothing is done to quickly tame this menace, right? Then spend like $25 billion to curb it and then bring peace. But no, they would rather buy the peace which is to bribe the terrorist. Let it be finished.
Percent of that. Go to Sierra Leone, go to Ethiopia. They are living off tea. They are living off coffee. You can grow that in Mandela. We have Taraba, 54 point something thousand square kilometers of land. With all that, we're not getting anything. So what went wrong here? Why are we wasting everybody and hurting our young people? Yes, there's criminality in the north. There's criminality everywhere. But my dear, it is mass poverty. The more you put people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality. It's natural way of fighting it. And what we have it here, it is there. God gave it for free. We have talented young people who have the drive. But people like me, in elite conspiracy, have refused the country to move. They're not talking about religion, they're talking about tribe, talking about nonsense. Is there any tribe that buys bread cheaper in this country? Is there any religion that buys food cheaper? So why is all this? It is time to dismantle this criminality and get the country to work for everybody. And that's what we're saying every day. Let those who have oil, we will help them. Restructure it. Like he said, tax them appropriately. Let people keep what they have. We organize the country. Even if we're not going to do it tomorrow, let's plan it for tomorrow. In order to get the place to work and be productive. Like he mentioned, Singapore didn't have anything. They offer service. And today, they have all it takes. They don't even have land. They don't even have land. To expand their port now, they're trying to expand their port. Because there's no way they can expand the port. You know what Singapore is doing now? They are borrowing huge money to do their new port under the sea. Because that's where they can find space. Meanwhile, we're still here talking about the election. We are voted for, we are not voted for. Carrying talks, breaking people's head, paying price, doing this, wasting everybody's time. Our children can't live with this. It's totally unacceptable. And the young ones, we should be thanking people like back home. Your Majesty, I know you desire negotiation. We have passed that stage. They should be begging you because they reaped what you have. It was destroyed. They should be the one coming to you to say, we are sorry. Not the other way around. And I've said it. We're going to apologize to the children of this country. We're going to apologize to everybody. If I have opportunity, I will apologize to everybody for having wasted their time. In a country where everything is there. I had an opportunity as I conclude. I was just talking to a general, a retired general. I came from his house to here. I said, son, I read a book, Growing Apart, by Professor Rues of John Hopkins. It's a book about Indonesia and Nigeria. How two countries, where Nigeria have more resources, grew this way. And that took me to go to Indonesia early this year, met from the ministers to the president to discuss that. They won't come and listen to you. You're talking about taking it to government. They won't read it. That's why they're not here. Every other place they would have been here. James Robinson wrote Why Nations Fail. James Robinson was given Nobel Peace Prize for economics last year. James Robinson said so many countries know what to do to be prosperous and refuse to do it. Example of such nation is Nigeria. He said it open.
So you give that to him, right? He's kind of like working in his own conviction. A lot of people are seeing him as somebody who doesn't have what it takes to actually fight for power in a country like Nigeria. So I can see some of you already calling him a motivational speaker and the rest of that, of course. So people expected him to be more kind of like rugged, brutish, because the people he's dealing with are people who don't keep prisoners. So would they trust that, Obi would lead them again in 2027 and under what banner of party? So all that kind of conversation are going on. And that was why he told them that he wants to see Nigeria work, is not desperate to become president. But others are saying, Baba, all these your ideas, so you know if you do them if you are not president. Here you get. So the ADC that he's been mingling with currently seems to have been at a dilemma as we speak, because they couldn't really pinpoint what is Peter Obi's intention. So the last time he spoke on their coalition was that they needed to clear the area of zoning, right? That is ADC going to zone their ticket to the south and let all the southern candidates slug it out and face Tifnumbu, or what? So his own demand is pretty much not clear, but based on what he said, it will be like, okay, it's going to be part of the ADC if they are going to zone their ticket to the south. While others are saying that even if the ticket is zoned to the south, Peter Obi doesn't have what these career, politicians, right? Like Amechi, it doesn't have the ruggedity or the ability to probably bribe delegates, which, will happen if they go to primaries. So there's so much conversation going on around that. And it seemed that Peter Obi is the one keeping everybody in suspense. Have you noticed that despite all the effort that those who are currently mobilizing for ADC, despite all of their efforts in crowd pulling and the rest of that, they don't really have that momentum? Sure you get? I don't know. I think they got that momentum the moment people felt like Peter Obi was going to be part of them. Then when people started seeing all the characters behind this ADC coalition, they started feeling like, So some believes that the shine of them right now is simply because Peter Obi hasn't really clearly said he's with them. So that means a lot is cooking. That's not that. Now, talking about negotiating with a terrorist. I agree with him though, right? Like I have said it many times. When terrorists commit crimes, and it includes killing of people or kidnapping them, yes, you probably may save their lives for trial, okay? But you do not just suddenly say you have forgiven them without going through any form of a legal scrutiny or legal process at all. Like where in the Constitution did they get that power from? Because it doesn't exist, right? And then repentant terrorists, wannabe terrorists, uncaught terrorists who have now managed to migrate to every part of the country are wreaking havoc. And people are taking laws into their own hands too. Take a look at this guy that was caught in Edo State. And Edo State have come under serious attacks from these kidnappers, name them, including the copycats, wannabe kidnappers. Watch this one.
What to be your name?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim what?
Adamu.
Adamu.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Yobe State.
Yobe State. Where for Yobe?
School.
How many times are dog kidnapped?
This one I be the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
How you take company?
So my oga now called me. One my oga wa the border like now called me.
So may you company?
Yes.
What did he tell you?
He tell me say me I come then they here. I say okay, me I come.
What do you call up when I come?
So I say I come. I say I come. He tell me say see on work.
Which work?
Me I join him.
For?
I say me I never do one.
Which work?
In the this one why una hold me for him talk now.
Which work?
In the kidnap people.
Okay, kidnap people.
Yes.
Okay. How many of them go the operation?
Will be 8.
What be that guy name?
Who?
That guy, what be his name?
Sadiq.
Sadiq what?
Sadiq, they call him Alaji Sadiq.
Alaji Sadiq.
Yeah.
Where he come from?
So I don't know in village, but I know some where they say sometimes they say for Ogomo Junction, sometimes they say for
Ogomo Junction.
Yeah.
Okay. How many guns na carry?
He get 2 guns.
Okay. So how na they carry these people?
So how would they carry them? They jam us for road. They come it up for road.
For road?
Yes.
That they travel?
Yes. Our Oga just hold them.
Our
Oga come hold them.
Come hold them?
Yeah.
Okay. How many people na hold that day?
Then be 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. How much na come call it? How much is your for?
So this policeman who hold, he own 800. That girl 100,000. The 2 people we never collect 1 naira. That's why we just give them.
They say that ring, now one of them ring, that wedding ring.
I collect them with a large hand. I don't know, say now I'm come out.
Okay, you come put them for.
I come put them for my hand.
Where will they stay for Benin?
For Benin, yeah. So me and neighbor tell when I come, but I stay for that new market.
New market?
Yes.
Which of the new market?
That Eba market.
For Eba market?
Yeah, I they sleep there. Now there they sleep. In the morning, sometimes we will go clearing, sometimes we not get work, now so we just there. Sometimes I they say cigar, now so the TV.
You not from Yobe?
Yeah.
Which work you they do for Yobe before you come Benin?
Na cow I dey put too.
Cow you dey put?
Yeah.
Why you can't go to kidnap?
Don't happen if you children. You know, say if you like person things, one day you go enter. So this one now be the first one, now be the last one.
What to be your name?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim what?
Adam.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Yobe State.
Yobe State.
Pastor, oko ọlọ́pàá ń ṣọ́ pastor. Àwọn àmọ̀jọ sticker ló ń ṣọ́ wa. Àṣé kò rí pé orí wa ti burú. Ìwọ má dídá o, ìpápá ìdàrúrin. Jẹ́ kí wọ́n bá àgùntàn jẹ. Kò jẹ́ gbèsè àgbẹ̀tọ̀ àbí kò gbẹ́rì tí kò gbé tí a fẹ́ jókòó tẹ̀ra. Gbẹ́rì tí bá yọ píù. Àwòyí àárín. Mo mọ̀ ní pé wà nínú báìbù pé ìgbà tó fẹ́ mú Jésù. Jésù kọjá ní àárín òun ògèrí Jésù. Kí ni Jésù lò? Àfẹ́ rí ló lò. Ìwọ má dídá ayé bàjẹ́. Pastor, oko ọlọ́pàá ń ṣọ́ pastor. Àwọn àmọ̀jọ sticker ló ń ṣọ́ wa. Àṣé kò rí pé orí wa ti burú. Ìwọ má dídá o, ìpápá.
Ìwọ má dira o. So that was Edo State, right? You know, they are everywhere. They actually will speak your local languages, even with the dialects, the accent and all that. It's so crazy, right? That we normally add all these Fulani herdsmen, you know, and their cows in our communities, you know, all these rural areas. You barely see them in the cities, right? But in the rural areas, they interact with people, they communicate with people in the language, because most of them have been in those areas for quite a while. But whenever the ones that kidnap and kill people, right? Once they are coming, I'm talking about the ones with bikes and all of them that will, you see these ones who have been friendly with all of you in the locality and all of that. Most of the time, they are also working as the informants, as well as those who actually map the area for them, the exit, the entry, the exit to a town, to a community. They gather all of that together. So they befriended the people. They can tell the kind of character, the kind of people who are armed in the community and those who are not armed. Possibly the type of arms they have as well. So all this information, the day these other armed ones on bikes will invade that community. You see these known ones, they will just withdraw from the community a day before. And then the attackers will come, wreak havoc, do all of that. And you may never see these ones again. But those ones who are like the copycats with their cows, they will leave their 2, 3, or 4, 5 cows somewhere, group themselves together, 4, 5 of them. They will just jump to the highway, the motorway, kidnap passengers, kidnap people going to farms and demand for ransoms. So those ones are now like the pocket of kidnappers who are mostly operating in the southern part of Nigeria. That's why the experience of people from this middle belt part of Nigeria, the northwest central, talking about a